The wake-up call. I didn't realize how long I had been running on empty until one day I just stopped. Not to do something dramatic, just to breathe. That moment changed everything. You see, I used to believe that rest was weakness, that if I wasn't pushing, grinding, producing, I was falling behind. I bought into the hustle. I wore exhaustion like a badge of honor. But what I didn't know was that I was slowly disconnecting from myself. And that disconnection, it was killing my creativity, my peace, my joy. Do you feel like the same me? At this time, rest is not a luxury, it's survival. There's this story that lives in my head, maybe because it mirrors exactly what I lived through. It's about a young man, let's say someone a lot like me, who wanted to be the best woodcutter in the village. So he trained, practiced, and sharpened his axe. One day, he challenged an older, wiser woodcutter to a contest. From sunrise to sunset, whoever chopped the most wood would win. I imagined that young man chopping relentlessly, never pausing, while the old man, he sat, drank tea, even napped. At the end of the day, the old man won. Every time I sat down, he said, I sharpened my axe. That story hit me hard, because that was my life. I was swinging a dull axe, day after day, working harder, not smarter, burning out. Rest isn't about doing nothing. It's about becoming sharp again. Numbing out versus resting in. Back then, I thought I was resting, but really, I was just numbing. I'd scroll endlessly through my phone, half-watch shows I didn't care about, eat meals while replying to messages, and fall asleep, with my thoughts racing. That wasn't rest. That was sedation. In psychology, they call it passive coping. You're not healing. You're just delaying the crash. I had to learn what real rest looked like. Rest that actually brought me back to myself when my body spoke louder than my mind. There were nights I'd sleep 8, 9, 10 hours and still wake up exhausted. That's when I knew it wasn't about sleep quantity. It was about disconnection. Real rest activates what they call the parasympathetic nervous system, the place where your body begins to heal, where you begin to feel safe again, soft again, whole again. The truth? I didn't need more caffeine. I needed reconnection, micro rest, macro impact. The rest didn't come in one big vacation or some grand reset. It came in small, radical choices. Waking up without checking my phone, eating lunch without a screen, taking 10 silent minutes before the day, turning off my notifications after 8 p.m. These weren't huge changes, but they changed everything. They reminded me that presence is power. The crash that woke me up. I wish I could say I chose rest before I needed it. But the truth is, I crashed. My mind couldn't focus. My chest felt heavy. I felt like I was walking through fog. That was the moment. I stopped pretending. I paused everything, and I sat. And for the first time in years, I listened. What I heard was silence, and it was terrifying. But it was also healing. I began again, slowly, 5 minutes of breathing, then journaling, then better sleep, then real boundaries. I started showing up as myself again, and I didn't even realize how much I had missed myself. Rest is my resistance. The world taught me to hustle, to push, to prove. But now I know that I am enough, even when I am still. It's my reminder that I am not here to be consumed, optimized, or commodified. I am here to live fully, gently, powerfully, becoming awake again. You know, the most dangerous version of me, the one who's rested, because that version of me is clear, calm, boundaried, purposeful. That version of me doesn't snap at people I love, doesn't get lost in comparison, doesn't mistake urgency for importance. That version of me walks with presence. That version of me is back. My gentle challenge to you. So here's what I want you to do. Tonight, turn off your phone. Breathe. Slowly. Let the dishes wait. Let the inbox rest. And sit with yourself. Even if it's just 5 minutes. Ask yourself, what does real rest look like for me? Then go do that. Without guilt. Without apology. Because you don't owe the world constant productivity. You owe yourself your own presence. Rest like your future depends on it. I rest now, not because I'm weak, but because I want to stay strong. I rest because I want to last, to live, to lead, to love. I rest because my power is not in my speed, it's in my stillness. And when I rest, I return. Sharper, clearer, stronger, and yes, more dangerous than ever. Yes, that's my new experience at that time. You can try it and give me your feedback. I hope all that I share will help you.